It's 10 o'clock. Now, Fox 35 News at 10.
Well, how about this? The feds want to know your Facebook status, read your BlackBerry messages or your iPod maybe, and even watch your Skypes.
Yeah, this is all part of the government officials' plans to be able to wiretap right into the internet, essentially. They want Congress to require communication services to be technically capable if a wiretap was then ordered. That means that software developers are going to have to redesign their service to allow for a wiretap. Providers that fail to comply, they'd likely face some fines. The bill is trying to balance our nation's security needs while at the same time, well, protecting, ironically, your privacy. So is this the wave of the future or just an invasion of your privacy? Let's talk right now with former police chief Dr. Richard Weinblatt, been here before, and attorney Larry Walters, who's been here before as well. Nice to have you back.
Nice to be here.
Nice to be back.
Dr. Weinblatt, should we even expect things to be private that we post online? I mean, somebody asked Tiger Woods about the privacy of text messages.
Well, I think that the fact that people can talk back and forth and all this technology is wonderful, but the problem is that the technology has outstripped the legislative intent of the laws that were there. I mean, I'm a member of the community just like everybody else. I have a family just like everybody else, and I want them protected. I want you protected, Bob. I want Amy protected. I want everybody protected in their privacy, but as long as there's a lawful authority that would work on a phone, it should also work for peer-to-peer services like Skype that they can't get through now, and the drug cartels and terrorists and other people like that are getting around it. In other words, their ability to tap into what's going on is going dark.
You want to arm the law enforcement. I guess I sort of expected that position from you, Doctor. But Larry, let me ask you this: we're certainly used to wiretapping on phones. Why not, with more people communicating on the internet rather than the phone? Why should we have a problem with people tapping into internet communications?
There are a couple of things wrong with this bill.
Okay.
Number one, anytime that you build in a backdoor to allow the good guys to intercept communications, that backdoor can be exploited by the bad guys, and we actually allow the terrorists to get access to our communications. That's number one. And number two, as a matter of basic fundamental liberty, are we comfortable with the government forcing a private company to build in access or a spy button to allow them to monitor our communications? That's a lot of privacy to give up in the name of fighting the war on drugs or the war on terrorism or the next war that they come up with. I think we have to be very careful in surrendering these basic liberties because we never get them back.
That's the ACLU argument that was slowly eroding our civil liberties here. What do you say, Doctor, about the issue possibly of abuse by authorities? Should we be more concerned then about the abuse on the web or than wiretapping a phone?
I think if you look at it as the same concept, I mean, Larry and I are pretty much in agreement here that we want to have protections. We want to have checks and balances. Look, that's what makes the United States a terrific, terrific place to be. But these folks are exploiting these dark spots, these going dark spots, by going on Skype, by going on Facebook, places that they wouldn't have been communicating years ago. They would use the phone, and law enforcement with proper search warrants, etc., could get at.
You're talking about terrorists and criminals are exploiting that, and so why not arm law enforcement with the same tools that the criminals are using? Yes.
That's right, and have it done within the law.
Yeah, but Larry, that's the argument right there that sends shivers up the spines of the ACLU, right?
Well, I agree with Richard that the United States is a wonderful place to be and to live, and we don't want to turn this into one nation under surveillance.
Okay. Larry, we appreciate Dr. Richard Weinblatt. We appreciate your time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, under a 1994 law of phone and broadband networks, they are already required to have interception capabilities. The Obama administration plans to submit the new bill that we're talking about here to lawmakers sometime next year.